someone said, Stuart, I want you to put down the fastest lap times that you can, this is the craft that I would choose tomorrow. G'day, you absolute legends. Stu from UAV Futures here, back with another review video on something a little bit special. Today, it is a bit of a scratch build. Yes, it's been a long time since I built a drone from scratch. This right here is no bind and fly. We're reviewing the frame from Pacific Flying Machines. It's the Hayabusa frame. We're going to put it on the bench, break it down, look at the text and specs, and most importantly, I'm going to show you the absolute madness of power that this thing has when we take it out, rip it around on a 6S battery. It is surely going to turn some heads. High performance, that is for sure, but also, even though this isn't a full build video, I'm gonna link all the parts and explain how they went together in here. It was a really, really simple, easy to work on build. So I'll explain everything that I've got in here, how it came together. It probably took me 90 minutes to build this drone, and then there was no issues. It was up and it was flying beautifully. Now, before we get started, one last thing, I want to give a huge shout out to Pacific Flying Machines. They sent this over, not all the components, but they sent over the motors and the frames, which we're going to be talking a lot about today. But their website, it is, convoluted is not the right word, but I don't know how to order these things. I don't know how to say to you guys, hey, if you like this, just click this button and you can go and buy one. I think you'd need to contact them. I know they're big in Japan and they sell locally in Japan, but if you wanted to get this, maybe if you're stateside or somewhere else, I don't know where, maybe you're in Europe somewhere, please, there's a contact email. You can shoot them an email and I'm sure you guys can figure something out. I did ask them and they said, yeah, the best way if you want to get one of these and you're from like not Japan, if you're outside of Japan, shoot them an email and you can figure something out. Now, let's kick it off. So what this is, it is strictly, I would say, a racer's frame. It's extremely lightweight. It's very high performance. It's in the Stretch Dex configuration. It does come with some spare arms, and these ones are chamfered, which means they're nice and smooth versus these ones, which are a little bit thicker. And a big thing I wanted to talk about in mine as well, I did change my standoffs because I've got some extra fancy stuff in here, which I just needed that little bit of an extra height in there because it didn't fit with these little standoffs that come with it. This is sort of made for the analog versions. And look, I'm spoiled for choice. I know you're not really meant to use a Vista when it comes to racing, but look, it's just me flying around here. I wanted some nice crystal clear video. We'll talk about all the components anyway, but the frame itself, flip it over. So it's got 4 individual arms that go towards the middle section, which is sandwiched between 2 plates. I'll put some pictures on the screen as well. It does have these 2 beautiful interlocking nuts, as that doesn't sound right, but these 2 big nuts right here, geez, they sandwich those arms together, and it's a really elegant solution. When you tighten it up, it really clamps down on the arms, but it would be very easy to simply take it apart and make it easy to work on, easy to replace an arm and that sort of stuff. Other than that, there's not too much to it. You've got the little frames. It did come with some camera pieces as well, but because I'm using those taller standoffs, they don't fit in here anymore. On the top plate, it's got these awesome little cutouts right here, which sort of go like a 2 half moon or crescent moon shapes. And that allows you to, you can see I've got my Vista screwed into mine, but if you had a 16 by 16 or 20 by 20, it's a really elegant solution actually on how you can screw something to the top plate. If we talk about the components, I guess one of the stars of the show on this one is these Enzo motors from Pacific Flying Machines. They're 2207 1900 kV, so perfect for a 6S, and you will see the insanity power levels that this thing has when it's ripping around. Like one blip of the throttle and it is ridiculously high. I'm not going to say how high for legal reasons, but you know, it gets up to just before the legal height, just under the legal height, I should say. I should just stop talking about that. It's very fast. Remember that. Inside mine, we have a TBS receiver, and this is one of the things I really liked. I am using an iFlight. I'll put the links down below, an iFlight flight controller and ESC. They were really easy to connect together. So as you can see, you simply solder up my motors, and then from that ESC, there's a little plug, a little cord that you can plug directly into your F4 flight controller. It flies like a dream, and you'll see some of that footage in a minute, I should say. And then the last little bit, because I put in that Vista, like I explained, I had the taller standoffs in here and some little TPU mounts, so I can fit that in. And I've got my TBS receiver on the back. If you like how this drone works, or you like the flying, I'll put a link down below to all the different components that I use, and it is an absolute ripper. If I had to go to the races tomorrow, if someone said, Stuart, I want you to put down the fastest lap times that you can, this is the craft that I would choose tomorrow because it is insane. I don't think I have the skills to pay the bills when it comes to how this craft outdoes me. That's what I should say. Anyway, that's kind of the boring stuff out of the way. It does come with a big sticky rubber pad on the bottom. I put some LEDs on mine. Of course, I changed it to one of the nice little upgrade. Look at this, some UAVFUTURES battery straps. And I should say, I've got to start sending them out to patrons because look what I found in the move. Boom shakalaka. We are going to be coming back with some UAVFUTURES battery straps, so that's going to be out there too for your patrons. If you don't know what Patreon is, I'll put a link down below, which is how you can support the channel. Maybe get some little bonuses sent out to you, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, go check that out if you're interested. I did get a heap of Pacific flying motor velcro straps, and then that's about it. That's it on the bench. You know, it's a nice little frame. I should stick it on the scale so you guys can see. Remember, this has the Vista Air unit in here, so it's going to be heavier and a little bit taller than a quad if it was rocking analog. This is all teared off. Hopefully you can see this. Boom shakalaka. It's 325 grams, so I'd probably say it's probably 300 grams if you're flying around without the Vista in there and that sort of stuff. But let's do it. Let's go have some fun, and you will see why I'm so excited at just how this thing flies. It's a Japanese monster. It's the Hayabusa. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Boom shakalaka, here we go, cruising around, coming in hot over the top of the property here, and it feels great to actually have a bit of space and some cool neighbors. I can cruise around their yards, do some stuff as well. We're about to see a few different flight styles, like a tiny little bit of freestyle, just some cruising flying. We might see some racing lines as well, although I wish I had the skills to pay the bills. I wish I could push this thing faster, because I definitely feel like I'm flying it around at about 40%, but if we had a real racer on the sticks, it would definitely be a bit of you would just be able to see exactly what it can do. So here you go, massive power loops, you know, with a bit of a blip of the throttle, it disappears. A very, very quick drone. I think we're going to come up, try and get some racing lines in here as well. I need to sort of come up maybe with a bit of a better track. I do like going up the side of the property behind the greenhouse. I'm always worried though what would happen. I'd probably punch straight through that plastic side. Yeah, just doing some freestyle as well. Going to cruise out over the neighbor's yard. But all in all, a super fun, easy quad to build and put together. The frame feels great, and with those Enzo motors and a 6S pack, it's an absolute rocket. So if I had to take this and someone said, yeah, you need to perform, where's the fastest drone you can find, this is probably what I'd be flying at the moment. So yeah, an awesome quad. Thumbs up to them. It went together perfectly. I do wish they had some little other standoffs in there, but overall I think Pacific Flying Machines, thumbs up, man. Hats off, because you've got a great little fun quad that just is a bit of a screamer. So let's jump back to the studio. I've had a few stacks with it as well, I should say, and it's been holding up pretty well. Rightio, so there it is. There's my review slash quick little build, build overview anyway. My scratch build of the Hayabusa from Pacific Flying Machines. I'm double checking. Yes, Pacific Flying Machines. I'll put the link down below. What do you guys think, as well as the link to all the different components. And like I said, it's a beautiful flying craft. I do wish maybe on their website they had a different configuration for the standoffs, because these standoffs are really nice. They're flared at the bottom and the top, which means they're going to be a little bit tougher than the dodgy, cheap ones that I used. But I needed something with a little bit of an extra height, in there so I could fit in my Vista. But if you're flying around analog, definitely check it out. I got to say, thumbs up to them. If you would like to purchase one, the link should be down below with all the other components. Please send them an email, because I'm not sure how to go about getting them outside of Japan. My Patreon link should be down below as well. Subscribe for more FPV related content. Most importantly, I want to say, be kind to each other, but also be kind to yourself, because you guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video. We'll be back soon. And other than that, happy flying.